situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife. Town Jets were in. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Hurts throw complete here to Ayuk.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Rolling to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down. An incomplete pass on. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Hurts. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for New England. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, be a little...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Evan Ingram, 32 yards. And the Pats have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
On first down, Hurts.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Fighting him off. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40, 20, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. To return, here's Agnew.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Christian McCaffrey,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return, here's Agnew.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Breida is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're...
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house for a Jet touchdown. Obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
But it won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They go play action with Hurts. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You wonder with any receiver how he'll handle working over the middle in the NFL, especially with a young receiver. They tried it there to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in.
and touchdown, New England.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to get a score back. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. Broken tackle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants, they could Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Harris to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down. Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards.
And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
On the move to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of...
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. Here's Hurts to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Jets force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3 yards remain for second down. Hurts. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
To return, here's Agnew. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return, here's Agnew. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Salute when you see me.